It's assumed that Brady is back next year in Tampa, correct?
I guess. I don't know. I mean, he's under contract, right? He did this thing, but he can get out of it. There's not like a ton of cap, penalties if he doesn't play. Two things will decide it, and one is how does he feel health wise? And he said unless he suffers some injury, he thinks he can play till he's 50. The biggest thing is just his family. And Giselle says every year, have you had enough? But the reality is that he's got 3 kids now that are of the age where they're doing things, outside of the home, and they have sacrificed a lot for him. But I can't see him playing more than one more year, Dan. I think 45, for whatever reason, seems to be a weird number that's stuck in his head. Does he walk away if they win? But he could win 3 in a row, and no one's done that. If they get to the championship and he thinks they can win again next year, it's hard to really fathom. But like, I know this about the greatest players in sport, they seem to be the ones that don't know when to leave the party, right? Like the vacuum cleaners are going, the lights are on, they're still there, man. They're still at the bar. So I don't know what Tom Brady will do, but I think he'll be back next year.
I was on a town hall Zoom call with him, with some other media members, and I said to him about that moment that I had when I left ESPN, and part of the reason was I was going to miss out on my kids. I have 3 daughters, and my oldest is a son. And my wife said they're going to be all out of the house. And I was turning 50. And I said to Tom, are you worried that you're going to wake up one day and the kids are going to be out of the house? And it got him emotional. Because it's there. And I think Giselle saying a couple of years ago about how Tom has had concussions. Nobody had ever talked about Tom having concussions. But it feels like it's that tug of war there of, I want to continue to play, but then your kids kind of go on without you. And then you try to you dive back into their lives, and you could tell where he's going to have that tug of war, if he decides to play a couple more years.
Yeah, I think he's having it right now as a father. I understand that. I do think, though, at least with respect to his oldest son, he had him in training camp last year. He's been down a number of times for practice. Those kids are also old enough to appreciate and enjoy his career. So I'm not going to say, hey, Dad, let's go win another Super Bowl. And it's okay if you miss all my basketball games. But they know it's at the end, too. And I think they know how much it means to him. He said something that when he got the Sports Illustrated Man of the Year award that resonated with me. He said, I have to be comfortable sitting on the couch watching other guys play on a Sunday going, I know I'm better than that effort. You know what I mean? And he's going to be better than 3/4 of them, even at age 45. So that's the toughest thing, man, is that he knows he can still do it.